What is up, everybody? It's your boy Jonas Rex of the 1912 Titanic Swim Team, back on some Dragon Ball gameplay. Haven't been on Dragon Ball in a while, but you know they dropped some new yellow Frieza support, and I finally got a chance to get into the lab and tinker around with it. So this deck is going to center around our 5-drop Mecha Frieza combo, leading into the 4-drop King Cold, who will play another 4-drop or lower FriezaClan. So that's the whole purpose of this deck, is just go wide and overwhelm our opponents. As you see in the early, they go with the search, we with the cantrip. We're going to take the life, because again, we do want to awaken as quickly as possible, because that's going to help us when we go wide to restand some of our Bulmas that help us draw cards, or ultimately our 4-drop Frieza that has barrier, make it hard to deal with. Here we use Frieza Spaceship to go ahead and drop this guy for a follow-up turn, and just have the Frieza Spaceship available going forward. And he's 20k, so on his 3-drop turn, it shouldn't be too hard to keep him around. Swings into us, we happily take that, going down to 6. He brings out the Kato Pesla. Kato Pesla pops our boy, then swings into this one. Luckily, we do have the 10k in hand, but unfortunately, it's our 5-drop Mecha Frieza. We do play 4, so we're okay getting rid of that one, but we also charged 1. So now we're down to 2. We want to be more sparse with utilizing those going forward. We have our Vegeta combo helping us awaken here. We swing into him. He lets it go, but sillily enough, we forgot that he has an on-KO effect, so he pops our Bulma, but that doesn't stop us from awakening because we did already establish the 2-drop Frieza, taking our last life, going up to 4. And now we start to put the work on him for real, because we are in a position where the board is just slowly going to get wider every turn, and if he doesn't do anything about that, he'll be in a real tough spot. On play, draw 1 off of that. I'll go ahead and restand it so we can try and use it as counter power going forward, but he does have a lot of DP reduction, so he can possibly get rid of that before we have a chance to utilize it, and here he does. Gohan Adolescence puts that at a negative 10k, a whopping amount of death right there, but we counter out with the cards we have in hand. And we are losing the card advantage battle, but we're not too worried about that, because here we go, 1 cost, get rid of the Gohan, and then we have 2 Bulmas in hand that we're gonna go ahead and drop onto the board. Those Bulmas hit the board ready to go. Mecha Frieza comes down, ready to go. And then this is the first misplay that I'm gonna identify here. I accidentally clicked the Mecha Frieza and comboed him instead of searching with him. So that's just an L on my behalf, but we're gonna go ahead and capitalize anyway. Putting him down to his awakening. Should we have choked him? Maybe, but the board's getting wide. He's gonna have to do something, and if he's unable to do something, my board just gets wider and wider. Especially now we have the Mecha Frieza in hand, and then we have the 4-drop Frieza in hand as well. So we're literally just a King Cold away from being able to knock this combo off. And why does this keep popping up? It's so ugly. There we go, get rid of that. We're gonna go ahead and draw off of these, and the reason we dropped that 1-drop Frieza off of the Spaceship is just so that it would provide a target for him to swing into, and it worked. He ended up swinging into it. He's gonna go ahead and search here, use another, go ahead and play 20k or lower, so he's trying to establish his own wide board here. Swings, we go ahead and counter out of that. Swing again. We're gonna go ahead and counter out of that, because 5k at 5k, I'll give a card to keep a Bulma around, or to force them to swing into another Bulma. So we get to maintain 1 Bulma out of that interaction. Go ahead and charge the 5-drop. We swing, draw another card. Take the KO, awesome. We swing, draw in another card. Get into our King Cold. This is why we were holding back from committing anything else to the board. We wanted to see if we can find that off the draws. We swing again, they're gonna combo out, but now this is where things are gonna get real dangerous for them. We drop the 5-drop, 5-drop drops a 4-drop, 4-drop drops another 4-drop. All right, what are you gonna do about that? Here we go, swing, you're gonna let that go for sure. Just cleaning up the board here, doing some little light management, light board management. We swing, force a super combo out of his hand. We're gonna restand Bulma and our Frieza. The 4-drop Frieza has barrier, so as long as it's standing, it's next to impossible for them to deal with. They have their own mounting of pressure. Here they go, though. Hits that. That's going to deal a life damage to us. We look at our hand, though. We're going to go ahead and be able to counter out of this, and we're going to be able to draw a card. Awesome. So on the next turn, it would probably be something like Vegeta into Bulma on 3. Plus, we could even search some more cards. We can drop a blocker. We have a whole lot going on, and our opponent realizes that, and they just kind of give up there. If you guys have any comments on the deck, go ahead and leave those in the comment section below. Any builds that you guys are working on with pure yellow Frieza and the FriezaClan, let me know if there's anything I missed that I should be adding in there. I will go ahead and brush over the deck list, and we will plug it in the description below. So this is the list we're working with right here. We have our Bulmas, we're playing 4 of those. The Mecha Frieza playing 4 of those, because this is a deck where we do really want to see our pieces. So we do have those all in there. We have our Sorbets, 4 of them. We got this Frieza, it's a 10k. it can come up where you might want to rest one of your opponent's battle cards, but it's a 10k, so we played in the deck. We do play the Ginyu. It doesn't come up because I only have one, but this can help you go wide as well if you have 3 or more battle cards of Frieza's army, which is very easy to do in this deck, especially when you play him. You could play him off of the Frieza Spaceship, so you can play one, play him off of Frieza's Spaceship after you've tapped out, and then hopefully you have 3 on the board. You can switch 2 of those energy back to active, and that can either enable your Frieza right here to send, or you can play something else on the board to go wide. Maybe you're still trying to awaken, you play down another Zarbon, something of the sort. But we are playing for the Zarbon to help us awaken. We're playing for the Frieza to help us awaken. Our only non-FriezaClan engine that we have going on, FriezaClan / Frieza's Army engine that we have going on here, is the Vegeta Bulma. So we have the Vegeta in the middle, and he protects all of our rest mode battle cards as long as from being KO'd by our opponent's skills. That's awesome. We're playing 3 of the, what the heck? We're playing 3 of the Cooler, and we're playing 4 of the King Cold, 1 of the Frieza. I would slowly get rid of the Coolers as I get more of this Frieza. Only have 1, so that's why there's the 1-3 split right there. We're playing 4 of the Mecha Frieza. This is the core of the deck. If you're getting to turn 5, you're just going to overwhelm them with board presence, because these are a lot of big bodies that we're dropping onto the board. I'm playing one of these. It hasn't come up yet in the few games that I have had to play, and I'm also playing one of these as a tech in case we're playing against green. This does a really good job of making sure that Broly does not just absolutely kill your entire board, especially coupled with Vegeta. If you leave this rested plus the Vegeta rested, they can't kill something when they come down, and then the Broly comes down rested, so that's just going to make it more difficult for them to remove things from your board. We are playing 4 of our super combos, of course, playing 1 of the Golden Death Beam as it does come up, and 2 of the Frieza Spaceship. We could go over the 51, but I like to keep things clean and cut. If you want to add in more extras, or if you had any tips for building this deck, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Look forward to hearing from you. But until next time, it's been Jonas Rex of the 1912 Titanic Swim Team, signing out.